What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. Solid sales week last week. Still not where I want to be, but I think it's like usual. That's kind of where this part of the year is. $478 with 18 sales. So pretty solid. One very good one. You may have seen that in Saturday's live thrifting if you watched that video. If not, go check that out. Yeah, so sold right away, so that's always nice too. But yeah, like I said, 18 items. Let's get into it. Up first is a toy, actually. I picked up two of these, I don't know, a couple months ago, I think, and pretty cheap, honestly. I think it was like $2.99 in a bag together at a Savers. Ended up selling this one for $8.28 after free shipping. Now, like I said, I was into it for about $1.50, so like pretty solid toy flip. I just liked that it was an early 90s toy, right? So it is vintage, and it was almost 30 years old, which is really cool. If not more than 30 years old, who knows anymore? I don't remember exactly what the year was on this, but it was fun to find, fun to sell, and right, anything you can want for your kind of like bread and butter toys. And I try to sell things in the like $8, $9, $10 range at a minimum. So if you can get it for $1, it's not a bad flip at all. Toys are usually pretty easy because there's not a lot to do to get them ready to list. Up second here, this is a Starbucks like 16-ounce tumbler, I think it is. This one's Phoenix. I had picked this up at a Savers that I'd never been to before a few weeks ago. If you remember, I think I talked about this in my Saturday live thrifting video where I had some footage that got deleted by me. I was just in a hurry trying to clear out my space and deleted it, and didn't realize I hadn't already saved it over to my hard drive, and so yeah, lost it. It's gone forever. But I found this one and another one from Phoenix at the same time. Really wasn't a bad price. I think these were $2.99 each, and I thought this would probably be selling for in like the $15 to $20 range, and that's about what it sold for. It was $16. I think I took a best offer on this. Honestly, like Starbucks is usually a pretty good brand, especially if it's these more city-based ones. This one I wasn't really sure about, since it's not the You Are Here or any of the kind of the normal city ones you're used to seeing that are, I think, 12 ounces. This one's more that tumbler style, but it had the lid. I think that's one of those things you guys got to watch out for when you're buying these. Make sure it has the lid. Nice, solid Starbucks flip right here. Up number 3 is Life Force for the original Nintendo. Right, I've been selling a bunch of this stuff lately just because I cleaned it all up, got it tested, make sure it was working. This one's where I was hoping to be, right? I paid $5 each for these at a garage sale in like the early spring, I want to say, and a few were hit or miss, right? I think a couple of them were more like $7 to $10, so not great at $5. This one for $20, right? Nice, solid video game flip when you can go 5 into 20. Of course, right, I always want to pay as little as possible for this stuff, but I thought with the instruction manual, this one was a good pickup and sold well. Number 4, this is like I've been talking about, Rawlings baseball glove. I'm not super knowledgeable about this stuff. Rawlings is one of those brands now that I'm starting to like understand has some resale value, and of course this one was brand new, so that helped a lot. You know, I love to sell brand new items. If you don't know that, right, if you're new to the channel, that's one of my jams. If it's brand new, it's super easy to list. Because there's not a lot you need to do. You don't have to fix it, don't have to clean it a lot of times. Maybe there's a couple cobwebs on there if it's been sitting somewhere. Maybe some dust, right? Something like that. But this one I only paid $5 for. It was $4.99 at a Savers thrift store and sold it for $40 plus shipping. So I definitely loved selling this. Going to keep looking out for more baseball stuff, bats, gloves, etc. Trying to get more into that space because it's out there. You're going to find a lot of this stuff. Just got to know what to look for versus what to leave behind. Number 5, this was a when in doubt, parted out situation. Picked up this AT&T 2-phone system and thought it was going to be maybe like $20 to $30. And when I got home, I discovered one of the AC adapters was not working. So I would have had to buy a new AC adapter, and they're selling for like $15. I was like, well, that's not good because that's going to take away all my profit on this thing. And I said, well, why don't I just part this out? So I sold the AC adapter immediately that I had for about that amount, right? So I was already in the profit. And now I sold this handset for, looks like $8.50 after shipping. and I was only into the entire set for like $4 or $5. So, right, I'm already making some pretty good profit on this stuff. I still have one more handset and a couple other pieces from this, right? Some of the bases, things, which I don't know if honestly are going to sell, but we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, that's for sure. Up number 6 here is a digital camera, Canon Powershot SX130. I definitely don't know where I got this from or why I paid $15 for this, but I only sold it for $25, so gonna be in the profit, but just barely. For digital cameras, I usually try to be at like 12.1 megapixels or higher. That's just been kind of my standard, like that's where the money is gonna be, a little bit more than anything lower than that. And of course, newer is usually better as well. Item number 7 this week is a Black & Decker jar opener. I had seen one of the other YouTubers out there, I think thrifting junk or flipping junk, I think. He had picked up a couple of these, said they were worth money. This one was brand new in the box. I thought, hey, probably pretty good. Honestly, I think probably once I get into being able to sell on Amazon, this would have been a really good one to put there. But as it was sold on eBay, I think I paid $14.99 for this and sold for $40 plus shipping. I thought maybe I could get $50 for it. Went a little bit rose-colored glasses on it, but still, like $25 profit on this thing is going to be solid. And right, another kind of category I can be on the lookout for. Looks like the even if they're used, if they're clean, they can sell pretty well. But again, more on Amazon. So gonna keep a track on that. Maybe pay attention to this a little bit more in the future. Looks like the one that looks like this but has like a can opener built into this as well can sell for some really nice money even on eBay. So definitely keep your eyes open for that one. Up next here, number 8, Polaroid Sun 600 camera. This was from Amber's Aunt Kathy. She sent me a bunch of stuff when she moved. She thought maybe had some value. She's a big fan of the channel, so Aunt Kathy, shout out to you. Right, I thought that these had some really good value a few years back, and they still have value, just not as much as they did. So I thought it'd probably sell for like $15 to $20. I've had it listed for a few months now, and it finally sold. Sold for 20. I had it listed for 25, sold for 20. So pretty happy there. Whenever I do like a consignment like this for somebody, I do 40% to me, 40% to the original person, and then 20% gets set aside for like fees and shipping and stuff like that. So about $8 to me, $8 to Aunt Kathy. Thank you, Aunt Kathy. Number 9 this week, Goof Troop Pvcs. This was part of like a 16-piece set when it was originally brand new. Maybe it was 12. Can't remember exactly, but it was like Disney Afternoon, right, from the 90s. So Goof Troop and Rescue Rangers and what was the other one? Like Gummy Bears, I think. Maybe something else even. I kept the Gummy Bears for myself. Those were pretty cool. But I think I sold the Goof Troops now, and the Rescue Rangers I think I may have already sold. Can't remember for sure. But right, I think I pound these in 1 or 2 bags, and they were like $1.99 each at a Savers. And this one sold for over $10. So after shipping, it was $10.62. And right, so I was only into it for about $2, something like that. So that's right where I want to be for toys. And I love this old Disney stuff. That's always really fun. All right, item number 10 this week is it's an apple-shaped salt and pepper shaker set. It's got kind of the American flag deco on there. Amber found this when I had found Cutco knives during the summer, and I wasn't even really paying attention. She said it was $1. I was like, go ahead, let's just buy it. And thinking maybe it had some value. I wasn't really too sure about it, you guys, honestly, but it did sell. And asking Amber, she also told me that this was
Amber's Weird Sale of the Week.
Which is kind of funny because she was the one who found it. I'm not going to question it. I bought it for $1. We sold it for $7.50 after shipping. Solid little salt and pepper shaker flip. I barely sell any of this stuff, you guys, but so it was really kind of fun to sell it. Item number 11. I thought this one was pretty interesting. Found this at a Savers a few weeks ago. Didn't really know what it was. Took a Google image search of it and found it pretty quickly. I went to like a Logitech THX audio system, probably computer based, and it's like the control pod for it is what they called it. And I think I ended up paying like $4.99 for this thing at Savers that day and sold it for $25. Like there's no moving pieces on this really, like nothing really to worry about. Potentially it's not going to work. I'm not too worried about that. I was only into it for $5. Sold pretty quickly within a few weeks. So really kind of fun electronics flip here, a little bit more random, I would say. All right, so taking us to number 12, Cricut expression machine, right? I found this after church a couple weeks ago. I was out going thrifting, just kind of having some fun. Found the sale of the week this week as well with this at about the same time. I think it was $15, something like that. And I thought maybe I could get $60 for this on eBay. You can see that that's not that's definitely not a picture from eBay though. I ended up selling this on Facebook Marketplace, and so I priced it a little lower, thinking what I've observed at least so far is that Facebook has lower fees than eBay does. So I was like, well, I'll just reduce my price a little bit. You guys, it sold instantly. I must have underpriced this. Lesson learned, right? Probably should have done a little bit more market research on Facebook to see this. Definitely, I should be selling more of this type of stuff on Facebook. So yeah, definitely gonna do that in the future. I'm happy with it though, right? $15 turning into 50, a little bit big and harder to ship, right? So I spend a little bit more time doing that. But honestly, it wasn't too bad. All things considered, I was able to like combine 2 boxes together basically to make sure that they all fit in there and shipped right out. So super easy there. And again, like 15 into 50, always going to be a pretty good flip. Item number 13 this week is Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. I'd found this at an estate sale, probably during the summer at some point. Found a bunch of iPods and some other stuff there, so I was really happy to just find some kind of random stuff there. It was one of those estate sales where I could have dug probably for a long time, but we didn't have a ton of time to do that. So just grabbed the stuff that made sense to me and bought it. So I think I ended up paying, let's see here, about $2 for this. And I thought maybe I could sell it in the $7 to $10 range, which is about where it sold. After shipping, it was $9.41. So, right, solid video game flip going from $2 to about $9. Really, really happy with that kind of stuff. Item number 14, you knew it was coming. This one is the sale of the week. Solid sale here, right? $150. I found this at the same time as I found that Cricut, like just probably a couple minutes apart. It was in last Saturday's live thrifting video, like I said, so go check that out if you're interested. I think it ended up being $8.99 or $9.99. I can't remember the exact price on it. I wrote down $10 here, but that doesn't sound right. Sometimes I change the amount I paid for stuff based on maybe something that didn't work that I picked up at a thrift store. My accounting's kind of funny like that. But right, I put $12 on there. I decided to shoot for the moon. I put it up at $200. It looked like even used, you could probably get like $70 for this. So I thought at a minimum, that's where I would be. But right, shot for the moon at 200, got somebody who had zero feedback, you guys, zero. And they wanted to buy it. They made me an offer of $150. I took it. They took a little bit to pay. So I was kind of worried, oh gosh, of course, they're not going to pay now. But they did. And I shipped it off to them. And of course, right, there's always a little bit of risk when the person has zero feedback, but I've actually done pretty well with people with that, with none over the years. So I'm not too worried, but of course there's always a little bit of risk there. But $10 into $150, wow, solid flip. Of course, these little space maker, space saver type devices, we know they do well. I'm surprised I've actually found 2 within the last 12 months. Actually, I think 3. One of them didn't work though, so what are you going to do? One of them was brand new and sealed. That was crazy. This one was brand new in box, but it was clearly had been opened up and looked at, and somebody put it back in there. So I still listed it as new. And like I said, hopefully the person's gonna love it and won't file any kind of crazy claim against it. I did increase the insurance on this a little bit, right? I wanted to make sure that it was going to get there right, and I did put signature confirmation on it. Just wanted to take that extra chance and make sure they can't say it was lost. Somebody's going to have to sign for this. So definitely looking out for myself there. Okay, item number 15. These are some McDonald's toys. They're like the little McDonald's Dino transformers. Wasn't really too sure about these, but it was in with the Goof troops from earlier. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool. Let's buy them and see how they do. I thought maybe it was some of the older transformers that was like, they would turn into robots, I think. It was like shakes and stuff turned into just like this, but these were Dino. A little bit more recent. Wasn't really familiar with these as well. And I listed them at around $10, and that's what they sold for. So I was pretty happy with this. Similar to the other toys, into it for about $2, selling it for about 10. And these were fun. Got to play with the Transformers a little bit. Item number 16 this week is a video game from the Game Boy Advance. This is Tetris Worlds. Was really surprised to see the value on this when I looked it up. Originally, I had thought it might sell for like $7 plus shipping. It looked like during the winter the price had gone up a little bit. So after shipping, sold it for $12.13. So really solid for Tetris. Like I was not expecting that at all. And I was into this for $2. And honestly, I was trying to remember where I got this from, and I am not sure, you guys. I'm guessing that I got it in a bundle at some point. No idea though, to be quite honest. But hey, $2 into $12, solid video game flip, honestly, you guys. Item number 17 is also a little bit out of the ordinary for me. This is a Fisher-Price Imaginext pirate ship. I normally don't pick these up or sell them. My friend Eric from church, he had told me that he wanted to do help out his son. His son wanted to sell some of his toys. And of course, parents always looking to get rid of stuff from their house that's like taking up space. And so him and his son went through all this stuff and brought me a big tote of a bunch of this Imaginext toys. And some of them, like this one, had the little figures with it. So that's where you're going to do well, is if you can actually get it more complete, then it's going to be good. So cleaned it up, listed it at $20, and actually sold within a few days. So I was really happy with this. It sold right about where I thought it was going to be. I was, of course, I'm hoping to get a little bit more, but I listed it at 20 and sold for 20. So very happy with that. Same as with Aunt Kathy, it's going to be 40%, so it's going to be $8 to me, $8 to Eric and Gabe. Thank you, guys. All right, last item of the week, number 18, Tony Hawk Ride. This is the dongle for the Wii, right? So the Ride was this little skateboard thing, and you hook it up and you play a game. Not very popular at all, you guys, at all. Like, this game is not very exciting to a lot of people. So I didn't really expect there to be a lot of value there, but I had bought it thinking, I'll just buy it. It was a couple dollars, and surprisingly thought I could get maybe like $11 free shipping, which usually ends up being about $7. And I started just getting offer after offer that was $5 free shipping, $6 free shipping. Finally, I took an offer that was $9 free shipping, so it ended up being about $5.61 after shipping. And like I said, I was into this for about $2, so not a great flip. Probably won't be buying these again in the future. Even if I get it as part of a bundle, or may not relist this, right? It's just a little bit more work for not a lot of profit, but hey, happy to sell this, happy to get it out of the house without having to just donate it back. All right, so like I said, that was 18th items. That was all of them this week. $478 in sales. Cost of goods sold was $106. So honestly, not too bad, right? About $375 in profit there. I'm expecting the fees on that to be about $75. So probably about $300 in profit. Honestly, not bad at all. Spent about 11 hours last week working on reselling. So doing the math there, it's about $26 an hour of the profit. So paying myself about $26 an hour, which honestly is almost where I want to be. My goal is to have about $30 an hour in profit every week. And like I said, I only spent about 11 hours doing this. We did 3 hours of sourcing. I spent about 6 hours listing. We spent about 2 hours shipping, and a little bit of hours doing research here and there, right? I'm always kind of doing research or looking up items, that kind of thing, doing my inventory management. So all that kind of stuff combined, like I said, about just over 11 hours. Really easy week last week, and solid profit. Of course, my goal every week is to be at about $700 in sales. I want to have about $100 a day. Hard part with this time of year is I'm listing stuff out of my death pile a lot of times, and a lot of that just isn't where the value is, where I bought stuff as part of a bundle potentially, and there's value there, but not as much as some of the high dollar items, which I've already sold probably. That being said, like some of the stuff that I've got, surprisingly, once you get it cleaned and tested and all that stuff, still does have a lot of value. So death pile can be a good place to source from, I guess is the point here. So that's going to do it this week, you guys. If you've enjoyed this content, please do smash that like button. And if you're interested in subscribing, please do so. I try to publish new videos every Wednesday and every Saturday. Wednesday being a What Sold video, and Saturday being a live thrifting, or during the summer, live garage sales, something like that. But if not, if you just want to watch, that's okay too. Sometimes I'm a little bit off on that schedule, so do click that bell icon to be notified when I post a new video. Once again, my name is Patrick, and thank you very much.